Good evening, Anand. It's not just not unfair for you to ask these questions. I thank you for asking these questions, and I'll explain to you why it is paramount that people like you, me, common citizens, ask this question of our government, of Mr. Singh. And I'll tell you why. I stand shoulder to shoulder with this government. I want Pakistan to suffer. I want Pakistan to pay the price for what it has perpetrated for decades. So I stand with the government. That said, if I was in the government, the questions you have raised, I don't care about the opposition. I'm going to come to opposition in 30 seconds. But by now, 24 hours have elapsed, almost 24 hours. I would have preferred if somebody in the government would have said that 15% of Pakistan's water would be stopped within a year. 10%. Give us data, give us facts, because everyone's in the dark out here. There are conflicting reports as to what India can do in the immediate future. For example, as you said, we don't have the capacity to hold water. At best, what we can do is to restrict the flow of water in winter months when the glaciers stop, melting, and there is sparse water trickling down on the way to Pakistan. But then also, there are reports that say we can at best stop 1 to 2% of the water. And the figures that are coming out 20 to 30%. So the government should give us a tangible, if it thinks that this putting in abeyance is a serious retaliatory step, then we must get concrete facts as to how taking this step would make Pakistan suffer. Point number one. Point number two, when you said, yes, it is important that we support the government, but the opposition is the conscience of the nation. Nothing could be further from the truth, Anand. The fact of the matter is that, Prime Minister has called an all-party meet. I would trust the opposition as much as I would trust Dracula to keep its mouth shut at a blood donation camp. These are the same opposition parties who were saying, Inshallah, if 370 is abrogated, we would want to separate from India. Farooq Abdullah's quote. Mehbooba Mufti said, rivers of blood would flow. Flags other than the tricolor would flow. These are the people today. They were the ones who were saying Quran Mani was a youth icon. These are the people who condole the death of terrorists. Today you think that you want them to be conscious of the nation? The fact of the matter is, if the steps that are going to be taken for us from now on are as serious as the abrogation of 370 was, and they are, then let it be secret. Government doesn't need to consult with these, I would quote unquote, snakes, because their history tells us that they cannot be trusted. And third point, as to these deranged and demented opposition leaders saying that no terrorist asked the kalma to be read. There are reports where the wife of the foreigner Christian is saying that my husband was not able to recite the kalma and he was shot dead. But this is not the first instance. Even in 26/11, the terrorists asked the people in the hotel to recite kalma or not, and if they were not, they were shot. Even in Bangladesh, that massacre that happened, the terrorists asked the victims to recite kalma. This is a normal practice. Why are you trying to deny this? That is the reason why I say, fourth point, Pakistan shares longer borders, unprotected borders with 3 other states: Gujarat, Rajasthan, you have Kashmir, you have Punjab. Why is it that such massacres happen only in Kashmir? As I keep saying, the problem is we are looking at the hyena outside the house, but we are forgetting the elephant in the room. Unless they are supported internally, these things will not happen. And the reason why they are happening in Kashmir is because we Indians are supporting the Pakistanis.